And this white trash county and these white trash I live around are probably so stupid that they're like the Boyds. They literally kidnapped their own kids while the judge already came through and talked to the informant prior to the kidnapping of the Boyd's kids during that shooting investigation. And this is what Amy and Dale thought. They could shame and extort the judge into being their attorney or giving them an attorney for a payout in a racketeering operation. Who the fuck does that? I don't do that. And if anybody says that's what I did to my lawyers, that's totally not. And I've never done that to McDonough at all. McDonough will even say that. That's why she had the private investigator. Brenda Carney was the one who tried to fucking put that lie up and say that, oh, well, it's not her or Carla. It must have been Marcia McDonough. That's not going to work. No one's going to lie for fucking Carla or Brenda Carney. I know that for a fact. I got it all on court record. So and I never shame the judges. I don't know at what point where I tell the judges that, hey, if you get on a contract with me and you fuck up, I might actually kill you. That's called shaming. I think I'm threatening to murder them in front of bailiffs and prosecutors and lawyers. And I just straight don't give a shit because I'm telling them the fucking truth. This shit could be real bad. And one day, if we don't fix this shit, we're going to really piss somebody off who really gives a shit about their kids. And they're not going to think, oh, I'm going to get a little racketeering payout, blah, 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 and I'm a victim of everything. They're going to come into this courthouse with a handgun, and they're going to put a bullet in each one of our fucking heads. I don't want to be here when that happens. So I just told them the truth. I'm not going to shame a lawyer. I'm not going to hashtag save our children by pretending that we're going to keep this dude that we don't think is a real informant inside of a house when he's supposed to be doing a job at Crossroads. And then we're going to say that we're against Daryl and Josie and we're working for Nikki and Ryan or some dumb neighborhood watch bullshit on 178 Tri-Cities, Oregon. We don't do that kind of shit. That's ridiculous. I'll just get the fucking job done, and then I'll come back, and I'll figure out what the fuck is wrong with all of you. Hashtag, my neighbors are white trash. But it's the same thing. Just like that, Judge Grant even had to explain it to the court that that's real and that's what actually happened. And plus, before that, with all this, what happened when I got that immunity in 2010? Because when I got out of that jail, what people don't know is me and Judge Taylor were talking very heavily at that time about what happened while I was inside of that jail and not what happened while I was in there. We were talking about what happened on the streets when I was in there. Well, I didn't give a shit. Judge Taylor has no participation on my inside jail work at all. Her little bitch prosecutor wants to fucking try and help me out, say she helped me out in the jail. She didn't do shit. That was all me and the cops. I don't know what this bitch thinks. Judge Taylor doesn't want any part of what happens in the jail because she sure the hell don't want to go to jail for a prison rape. Doesn't sound very fun to her. But what was going on the streets while I was in that motherfucker getting, what was it, my third racketeering contract and the immunity contract. So what were you fuck dicks planning? What did I say to the courts? And what did I make them admit to? And then what did I talk to Judge Taylor about specifically, each one of them all on court record? Plus my POs after I got out, which they have to make reports about what we talk about every month. They're not allowed to just talk to me and not make a fucking report about what came out of my goddamn mouth. It's why I like being on probation. Because when idiot white trash people do stupid white trash things, all I got to do is go down to the police station, whether I'm high or not, and tell them, hey, I want to be an informant again. And they go, oh, you've actually done this before. Okay. It's not, hey, I work for Neighborhood Watch, and I've never been insured and bonded in my life, and I want to pretend that I know what I'm doing. It's, I've been insured and bonded since I was 12. I've been insured and bonded for racketeering since I was 14. I got a second racketeering contract when I was 18. Prior to being 18, I had Several people that were over the age of 18 signed contracts with my names on them to give me my rights back so nobody could try and charge me with racketeering when I was a kid for a bunch of shit that I did and actually help the police solve. Sex offenses, drug cases, guns, the usual. I tried to get that murder in there, but the cops wouldn't let me solve it because they said it was too fucking embarrassing. Probably want to blame Hoplinsky for Mills' death and then try and make him pay Pam Mills. Kind of sad when it's really Norm Miller and Barrick trying to fuck with Borders and Hoplinsky's little thing that they had going at the time for the school, but whatever, man.